start recording. And there we go. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to play some Breath of the Wild. I just realized that my character spot might be a little bit cumbersome, but that's okay. So we're gonna go new game, and we're gonna play a new game. Uh, so I'm one of those weird people that like having a goal set in front of them for every playthrough I do, especially if it's a long form like RPG like this. And it usually just boils down to I want to get all the outfits, and this game has no exception. Yeah, this intro is like really quiet. I think on purpose though.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Okay, now that the intro is basically done, we can actually get started with the tutorial. What is effectively a 2-3 hour long tutorial.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will
Okay.
help guide you after your long slumber.
Oh wait, I think that might actually be a little bit too loud. I'm gonna bring the volume up just a little bit. I will know when this next part starts up if it's truly like kind of quiet. Hey Flash, let me know if it's a little bit quiet. This intro is purposely quiet, but let me know. I also moved my microphone so you could hear me a little bit better. While we're on trousers. Flash knows, but anyone who is new to my channel might not know this. But I originally started a playthrough of this game rather a long time ago. Uh, yeah, I was in that phase where I wanted things to be hyper edited, so everything had like a counter to it. And one of the reasons why I stopped doing that was literally because I felt awkward uh, sending footage to Flash going, hey, could you edit this like every 5 seconds? And we
Hold
eventually
Sheikah
just like,
slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
yeah, but this is one of those series that kind of I ended up not doing because I ended up having a backlog of footage that I just didn't want to send the Flash because I felt awkward asking for like a million edits per video. Yeah, Yeah, the thousands of keyframe
Yes,
timers. Yeah. Uh,
you are the light.
oh,
Our
thanks.
light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I think I mentioned this in the original playthrough, but I'll just mention it right now. Breath of the Wild is my favorite, if not like second, maybe even third, uh, Zelda game. And the reason for it is literally because of the reason why I like a lot of Bethesda games. They give the world time to breathe. Oh yeah, my character model's like right in the right over the logo. Oh well. That's my that's my problem. Okay. So, we've got Old Man, got World, we got Stick. We now have Stick. Uh okay. I did manage to remember to put the jump on the B button. Mushrooms so we can eat. Okay. So on the D-pad, we oh gosh. We have weapons to our right D-pad, and then we shift using the R button. Collect mushrooms, have everything in our backpack, which we do not have. Which one is crouch? Is it... Oh, whoops. No, that's taking a picture. Okay, crouch is pressing in the left stick. Got it. Bladed rhino beetle. There's actually a few beetles that we can actually pick up right at the beginning of the game for that all-important blue coloring. Yeah, I mentioned it on Twitter, but I posted it in other places that this is gonna be that all armors run that I talked about Flash, but I'm also just trying to play through the game. Hey, Apple. Just trying to get through the game itself. Just so I can say I did a full playthrough before that game came out. Oh ho ho, well met, stranger. Rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spell you my life story. There's an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. Brings a bright young man out to a place like this. Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. I cannot imagine our meeting being a simple coincidence. I shall tell you. This is a great plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there long ago was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I should be here for some time. Let me know if I may be of service. A baked apple. I beg your pardon. I do not believe. I believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I couldn't resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. Yeah, so one of the coolest things about this game, just hold, yeah, just two of them, is actually the minor crafting mechanics that are in this game. Zelda, please, please stop. My mushrooms are
Head for
burning.
the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Zelda, please stop. My mushrooms are burning. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of spoil it, but of course it's Zelda. They want us to follow the location on the Sheikah slate. Right there. That's the shrine that we just came out of. And that's the world map. Swank. Torch. Well done. Help yourself to that torch there, mate. How you're planning on using it? Set things on fire, probably. Well, that is rather unnerving. Please be cautious around any dry grass that might catch fire. You know, there are plenty of monsters in this area that torch could make for a good weapon if need be. However, do not go swinging around without purpose. You must face your opponent and lock your sights on them. Okay. And then finally, axe. So, we have a bunch of items now, but what we can actually do with them... What? Oh, rock. Of course there's a cricket under it. And a lizard under this one. Man, we were just racking up items. Ow. Whoops. I really tried holding it. I forgot that I had motion controls on. There we go. Oh. Maybe I should have held on to the axe a little bit longer. You could use axes and stuff to cut down trees, which is more important actually than just hitting them with stuff. I do like how several weapons have multiple uses to them. Oh yeah. My language app is telling me, hey, you haven't done stuff in a few days. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, unironically, I'm trying to actually, like, showcase a lot of stuff, but only showcase it when it's applicable. There we go. I do like how it can, if an item breaks, it does twice as much damage because it quote-unquote crits. I actually kind of like that. It does imply that, like, using weapon breakage to your advantage is something that you should be utilizing. We'll just use these barrels. Dang it. Yeah, this one's got an actual club instead of a stick. There we go. A Boko Club. Let's got some stuff for us. Roasted drumstick. Neat. Search these for ancient screws. Okay. It is literally taking all of my effort not to just immediately search this place. Because, as you may or may not know, I've actually restarted this game like a million times because I am an incredibly indecisive person. And so when I am offered the beginning of an RPG, I usually attempt it like a few times to get it right. I'm trying to hold on to the torch and not use it. Summer winged butterfly. There we go. And there we go. We actually ended up getting the butterflies and the beetles. Pretty good. Oh, these guys use bows. So here are these arrows. Draw bow and release fire. Man, I can't believe I got two headshots in a row. Okay. So, I usually talk about, like, in open world games like this, like... Okay. I talked about this with my Dark Souls fashion run, and I'm talking about it now. I usually like to kind of stick to one type of weapon. And that's mostly just so I get accustomed to the weapon. But with Breath of the Wild and what it seems like Tears of the Kingdom, they really don't want you to do that. They want you to be constantly switching up weapons and strategies for later. I'm just gonna try to grab these frogs. Come on, frog. Come on, frog. Stop. There we go. Still trying to get used to the controls. So we hold, do that. You know, relatively simple. Yeah, we now have an actual sword instead of, like, branches. And we just have, like, a minor shield, but that's okay. Because at least it's something. Right, X is to put weapons away, and Y is to take them out. Okay, could just place this thing on the pad. You know, I heard once that the design of the Sheikah Slate was inspired by the design of the Switch, but like not really. Like there's a massive handle on the side, and it does kind of feel like they were inspired by more of like Samsung tablets and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like it's really hard to counter that when they immediately like showed off. they immediately showed off merchandise for the Switch that made it look like the Sheikah Slate, so I was like, huh. So, I'm not usually the type of person to make, like, scripted content. But if I did, one of the things that I would actually talk about is the dynamic between color in the Zelda universe and what it actually means by what is actually powering it and what it means for the game. Because anyone who is anyone who has even remotely looked into Zelda knows that there are three colors, and that is green for Link, blue, red, and purple. And purple always seems to be shunted out when the conversation arises. I just find it really interesting. Yep. Got these Ubisoft towers where we have to climb up to the top of them to get map etiquette.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Okay then. So, while we're here, I kind of want to do something really quick. Nah, I'm going to do it now to kind of show this off. So one of the things that you can do here is you can place pins down. We just place the red pin there. Place the blue pin there. Place the yellow one there. Place the purple, the green one there. And then I want to place one more somewhere, which we're actually going to place using this. We can actually set like a different type of stamps to remind us of certain places. What I want to do is I actually want to place the purple spot right around here, I believe. Wait, no. It's right there. Okay, now that all that stuff is listed, we can now continue. Uh, they're going to give us a tutorial on that later, but I kind of like having those pins there because it's going to remind us of how to do all this stuff. Okay. My, it seems that we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. Oh, 1 second. Okay. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were at the top of the tower? Well, now, a voice, you say? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Seems I have some work to go as far as earning your trust, though I suppose it's understandable. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment, and it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs, with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, well, no death would be more certain or more foolish. Of course, you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not. I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Yeah, I mentioned that it would cover my minimap. I might actually do that, but I don't actually know a good way. But I actually don't know a good way to actually flip the model. One second. Yeah, I don't actually have a good way of flipping it. Wait. Wait, one second. No, that's turning it. Eh. There we go. I'm probably gonna regret not remembering how big the character model is. Oh well. Actually, let me shrink it down just no. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, now. And yep, there we go. Come, let me show you something. Okay. I like how Link is like actually like keeping his eyes on him during this. It's kind of hard to notice, but yeah, it's kind of neat. What? Oh. See that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. Beginning glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, would you? Wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Go on, fetch my treasure. Any treasure you find inside that shrine. I'm looking forward to see your successful return. Okay. I do kind of like how they put a bokoblin bokoblin outpost right here just so you could test your combat abilities. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, I actually really like using the bow in this game. And wait for him to stop jumping. Oh my gosh! That's funny. Yeah. Perfect guarding is actually really cool in this game. But I don't know how much I'm actually going to use it. One of the really cool like things you can do, oh my gosh, his aim is terrible, is that you can actually put the shield away and actually collect the arrow he puts into the shield. And since he has infinite arrows, you can actually just get his infinite arrows that way. Neat. Okay, let's do this. Nope, that didn't work. So, one of the cool things that I kind of alluded to is that we have these cooking pots, which you can craft stuff inside of. Let me see if I actually remember how this works. So we have monster parts. So let's hold one. I have this cricket that says it recovers stamina. Put both into the pot together. And we actually get an elixir that restores stamina. Not too much, but just enough. Speed boosting. This one also said speed boosting. So if we hold one of each, and then some monster parts together, you get a different elixir. Hold uh, 3 mushrooms and 2 apples, which equates to 5 pieces of food. And that's a meal that heals 5 hearts. You know, pretty hearty. It's way too much for us right now, but like... But yeah, it's pretty great. I also kind of like how there are some... Like, I actually saw someone do a, what I'm going to... I'm gonna charitably call it a vegan run, because they were only using, potions. Wait, they could even use potions, so they could only use, plants and mushrooms for their healing. And I'm like, Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to break those open just yet. The best way to collect stuff from these guys is to find this little circle that's sitting on their character model. And if you go up to the circle, you'll be close enough to them to grab the stuff out of them. Ancient gear. Okay, there we go. Alright, run is now currently set to X. I flipped B and X, so B is jump and X is run. Because having X to run kind of feels awkward. Oh, right, I forgot. Because I have some DLCs and pre-order stuff, I have these extra chests that you can open for some extra stuff onto it, which doesn't add much to the game, except for it adds more outfits for me to get. Sheikah Slate confirmed. Travelgate registered the map. Access granted. Okay, let's do this. To you who sets foot in my shrine, I am Amanao, the shrine of the goddess. This is my trial. The Magnesis trial. Okay. Sheikah Slate authenticated, distilling rune. I do kind of like how there are people who have been able to decipher the text that is all over this game. And of course, the text that comes up when you distill a rune onto something or you interact with one of these tablets, the text that comes down is, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." And it's like, that's cute. I really enjoy that. So, Magnesis. You control metal things. Gonna just quickly put that over there. Okay. As you can tell, controls metal. Very simple idea. There's simple execution. There we go. There we go. Got some more ancient parts. I do like how originally this this puzzle was that you were supposed to take the you're supposed to take this door thing and move it around from one spot to the other, but you could literally just take one of these and just bring it over. I can't actually figure out which one is actually supposed to be the intended way that you solve it. Oh, I barely was able to cross that. Oh, X is cancel. One second. There you go, I actually did that correctly. Oh wait, I could push and pull it using the D-pad. A traveler's bow. Neat. I'm still going to use the wooden stuff until it becomes necessary to switch to other things. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omanao, the creator of this trial. I'm a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia and dedicated to the destruction of Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I allow something. Please accept the spirit orb. I was distracted by something and there we go. May the goddess smile upon you.
Ho!
Okay, I'm back. I had to I had to deal with something really quickly. I also grabbed a little snack for myself as well. Seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did I know? Clairvoyance! Oh, perhaps just something similar. As one gets old, it can be more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can be often be crystal clear. But perhaps it is not true for everyone. Ho ho. Periods of those towers had awakened of this shrine, all connected in that Sheikah slate you carry on their hip there. What do you mean? Well, it's been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved the kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It's interesting, however, to think that somehow something like that survived all this time hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasures of each of those shrines, and I'll give you the paraglider. That wasn't the deal, you know. Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter such as you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. I was best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make it all the way to the top of the tower again? Got it. I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at your map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave that you woke up and the shrine that you came from. And the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Yeah. So, they just told me about Hero's Path. Shows you the full path of travel that you have taken. It's very funny. Will even show how many times you died too, so you can keep yourself honest to how long it took. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up to an old man like me. How'd you get here? Oh, I leave an old man his secrets. Now then, I want you to join me up here, so you can use this vantage point to search for shrines. How about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and pick a pin anywhere you like and mark it on the map. Pins on your map serve as a reference point. Just stick a pin in where you're interested. Yeah, I already got it. Good, if you feel so inclined to do so. Nah, it's okay, I already did it and I showed it off. Um, but yeah, those... Yeah, those yellow markers are have been what we already found. Now I could just teleport over there, but I'm actually planning on heading over to the Eastern Abbey so I can so I could go to the next one. So I might as well just descend. So, I remember a while ago watching a video. Now, you who are potentially watching this after the sequel to the Breath of the Wild has been released, but the video was trying to explain. Oh, some more arrows. The video was trying to have a better explanation for peace, better explanation for some of the inconsistencies that are within the Zelda timeline. And I think it makes a valiant point, but still goes with the tried and true Link was defeated, so clearly this timeline happens. And they wanted to actually set a more interesting point of where the timeline splits and not from Ocarina of Time. Instead, it was the ending of Minish Cap, where there is actually a different ending entirely that you can get, based around Zelda actually getting all of her power drained out. And I feel like that was a really interesting compromise. I'm still very impartial to seared steak. Um, not just to that. To a video from a very long time ago that I saw where he broke down the way that the three timelines work and stated that even before Breath of the Wild, even before like all the way back when Twilight Princess was coming out, that they already knew that there was three timelines before they even like really talked about it in anything, and that was because logistically you can actually complete Ocarina of Time in exactly three travels back to the past. Oh, that's a call horses. Whoops. There we go. Uh, that was supposed to hit something. I think it just barely missed any of the actual like bokoblins. Oh wait, I've never noticed that there was actually a second one in the other eye. Neat. I don't think I've seen that one in particular, Flash, but I believe I know of it. I just haven't seen it. Bows. Drop already damaged one. Pick up new one. Fire arrows. How fortuitous. Oh, here's all my arrows I shot. Okay. So with that done, let's start heading over to... Start heading to where green is. I just realized that they keep the dash on the B button even though the jump button is even though the run button is no longer on it. That's kind of awkward. Oh, I completely forgot. There was a chest underneath the water next to the Magnesis Shrine. Should actually probably go back and grab that. Some amber. Ugh. So the way that Stala enemies work is that they actually come back together after a bit and their head stays relatively intact until you actually take the head out. And of course you could use their arms for additional weapon. Now with all their heads gone, all disabled. There they are. Very cool. Sort that like that. Yeah, let's just eat the steak. I actually forget there are eggs up in this tree. There we go. Gotta break line of sight. Dang it. Almost got it. We now no longer have a shield. That is unfortunate. I actually keep messing that up. I'm gonna actually just switch that back. So, since we can't actually do the perfect parry on it, to like knock the laser back, looks like we're gonna just have to take the oh gosh, oh gosh. Hmm. That is a bit awkward. Appears to be one on this side too. Judging by predictable patterns, there's probably going to also be one on the other side of this. How about we just avoid them for now? Okay. Yep, there it is. Do I actually have a, You know, I've never actually run into the situation where I'm just out of a shield. Okay, cool. Jabaj. And there we go. And we've seen this animation a few times, so we can... Well, we've already seen the full animation of it, so we could just start skipping it for brevity. Okay, bomb trial. His hand keeps trying to grab at me. Sheikah Slate authenticated. I do like how it almost insinuates that you're supposed to get the bombs first and not the magnet first with its relative placement. So, up on the D-pad switches which runes we're doing. The reason why they give us 2 bombs is simple. Rounded bombs roll. Meanwhile, square bombs, which share a different recharge timer, kind of stay still. Traveler's Claymore. Throw it. Okay, there we go. We more amber. Neat. Okay, drop. Detonated it a little bit too early. There we go. I like how there's just this ball that's rolling back and forth that all it's doing is just this demonstrate that things that get knocked by those launch off. Yeah. Actually, pretty sure that the arms actually, are technically weaker, even though they do more damage. Okay, so, we now got arms. Still don't have a shield, though. Oh boy, Nintendo Switch shirt. So what we could do is we could just keep throwing bombs at this until it dies, but like... Could also keep hitting in the eye, but like, we're gonna run out of arrows relatively quickly if we do that. I guess there's no way to kind of take these guys out just yet, especially not without a shield. Or our best bet right now is for us to just to keep going and hope that we don't actually need uh explicitly need a shield for right now. Trying to grab all the butterflies we can. So, as I demonstrated earlier, environmental takedowns are one of the is definitely like hard coded into this game. Like they really want you to take advantage of your surroundings every chance you get. Like this beehive that's sitting right here. Clearly want me to actually take that to use ow. Ugh. Didn't actually drop any guy didn't drop any arrows. I am disappointed. So one of the funny things that I do is I actually keep a two-handed weapon with me, usually at all times, even though I'm more partial to using shields. The reason is because it breaks stuff a lot easier, like cutting down trees. Like, I actively know some people who will actually just go through the entire game with two-handed items and foregoing a shield, and I can't say I would do the same, but it is actually really cool they would do something like that. Stemella Shroom. You know, one of my favorite things in this game, for no reason. Oh wait, now we got a. Now we actually got the three types of weapons. We got a polearm, we got a two-handed weapon, and we got a one-handed weapon. Very cool. For some reason, this can be picked up and carried around. It is actually very reminiscent of the barrel from Wind Waker that you go through that entire place using. Kind of neat. Pot lid. Oh, there we are. Another axe. I'm gonna drop one of those just so we could pick up this axe. Spicy peppers. Alright, here's the book. The Old Man's Diary. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today, I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it the spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe is not only restores health, but also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. I wish I had the... With this dish on my side, I no longer have needed that itchy warm doublé. Do not know how I allowed this to happen, but I seem to have forgotten to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I just simply can't remember in my old age. My age is catching up to me. Someone did find me that missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely with such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. I like how it's almost like pointing to Link and going, do it, give it to me. There we go. You didn't drop any either. Okay. Yeah. We actually got another shield out of that. So we have the two shields and we have the seared steak. What? Okay. Throwing spear. Neat. So the problem with the throwing spear is that it's actually pretty weak because it was specifically designed to be thrown and the crit instantly happened. Oh, I thought they actually came back a second time. Courser bee honey. Some bomb arrows. Neat. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to try to get that recipe for the old man. I mean, clearly the seafood fry must have some fish in it. And we have some fish, and we have some spicy peppers. We just need some raw meat. So, what we should probably do is we should actually be on the lookout for boars. They're sometimes in this area, but not very frequently. We have to actually go to another place to get some. Bird. Yeah, so we should actually head over that way just so we can get the so we can get that. Because anything that basically says, hey, this is one of the outfits that you said that you wanted to go for, probably we should do that as well. We do have shields though. And we're gonna take those guys out last. Instead of doing it now. Let's literally just travel there. Oh, something I never actually pointed out, and I was just reminded of looking at it on the map. Each shrine has a quote-unquote secret chest, and they hide the chest so if you don't know what you're looking for, you won't find it on your first time. But if you've actually gotten all the chests, you'll see a little chest icon appear next to it. Yeah, so we got the Jabai Shrine's hidden chest, and we got the Almanau hidden chest. Amber. Because it's metal, we can just physically control it. There we go. Roasted bass. More chest. An opal. Pick that up. Set it on top. There we go. I got some stuff. We got a board. It's got some shiny plants over here. Hyrule herbs. Nope, nope. Get away. Get away from me. The fact that you can't actually use your spear and your shield at the same time actually makes me a little bit sad. That's okay. Nope. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I just realized I haven't actually made a hard save this whole time. Probably do that. Oh. Boko Spear. Ah, you found me. Huh? You're not Hestu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind can see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Korok Seed. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Yeah, sure. Oof. Yeah, we're not catching him. I would have been able to, but my bow broke, like, at the worst possible time. I didn't actually know if that was in-game or what. I was actually a little bit, like, scared for a second. I'm like, what? That appears to be diegetic in-game. So we found a boar, but because of circumstances, we missed our opportunity to catch him properly. Yeah, okay. We have 6 arrows to work with. We also have this throwing spear, so if we can actually get close enough and hit him on the head, we could actually we could probably take him out relatively quickly. Silent shroom. Useful for sneaking around. I equipped the better bow just so if I did get a clean shot, it probably will be doing more damage. Okay, that one's faced towards me, so I could probably get a good shot on his head. How dare you? How dare you know where I'm pointing? Got it. The raw meat. Ow. Jerk. There we go. Get out of here. Peace. Another opal. So we found the old man. Oh. Hey, we actually got another one. What? I didn't even know I could hit fireflies. That's really awkward. I did not know I could actually hit those. Did not mean to. Inset fireflies. Nope, couldn't get the last one. No, I just got 2 torches. Huh? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to wake you. Well, so we meet again. What are you doing? I must rise early tomorrow. You may rest here if you wish. Sitting by a warm campfire is the best way to pass the time. So, courageous one, are you hungry? If so, please feel free to use my cooking pot to whip up a snack. If you need to start a fire, just use the torch. Got any tips? Simply open your inventory and toss your ingredients in. Try to consider how the ingredients will complement one another. If you play your cards right, you may even end up with a dish that can help protect from extreme cold. It's all about being creative. Try different things, including my food. Please make my dish. I need it. Yeah, so I believe the hold one of these, and one of these. Spicy meat and seafood fry. Worth 5 meat. Sorry, 5 hearts. Can't tell if you're stubborn or obvious. Clearly sleeping. Well, I cooked something. Wait, is that? That looks just like my signature perfect dish, this spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose it's not that important. Can I trouble you for the recipe? Of course, Hyrule Bass. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doodle. With that, you'll be able to resist the bite of colder environments. For me, a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I could do without that warm doodle. Cool. And now with this green tunic, I look a little bit closer to actually Link. Okay. Um... Okay. So I guess my next thing is I could either take the long route this way, then travel over here to the blue one, or head back over here and get the yellow one. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna travel back to the bomb shrine to take care of these to take care of the laser guys. Keep trying to pause so I don't like sneeze right into the Ugh. What? Can't carry more shields. Actually, that's a good thing. Means that we have maxed out on our shield quota. We can actually do this properly. So the way this works is that we just time it perfectly. We just time this perfectly. Just time this perfectly. Ow. Yeah, as you can tell, my timing is a little bit bad. Oh my gosh, please, please the last save be the teleport. Please be the last save be the teleport. Okay, it was after we actually got the double. I'm surprised you were that generous, game. Yeah, it appears it saved for the teleport, but not after the teleport. A little annoying, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm trying not to sneeze directly into the microphone. Thanks, I guess. Didn't leave with any of your shields, though. Okay, now with that saved. Dang it. I am just so rusty at this. I haven't played this game in well over, I think, at least 2 years. I think it works best if you're pretty far away. Yeah, and you could see the path traveling. There we go. Get a lot of ancient parts from that. It's not the fact that I want to do this, but it's because I'm so bad at doing this that I have to. I feel obliged to, dang it. There we go. I do like how the explosion made a gust of wind. Was the right up on. There we go, we found another one. I could just easily, like, check to see where every single one of them are, but I also, like, here's the catch-22 of that. I want to actually finish this in a, I want to finish this playthrough in a reasonable amount of time. But to do that, it means that I can't collect 100%. But if I don't collect 100%, it also means that oops, I'm failing to play this game optimally, which is annoying in all regards, let's just say. Also, I kind of wish that we can... Man. Okay, let's head to the yellow marker next. Oh right, I already grabbed everything from there. Right, not that. I want to organize all these, I believe this is separated by type. This is separated by... No, they separate out by type, but then put like the lowest damaging one first or the lowest damaging one last. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this I do remember. I want to pick up a few more of these shrooms. There we go. The Roo Shroom. Or Rush Shroom if you don't want to be weird. Yeah, like, they weren't kidding when they said that they were just, like, everywhere. Okay. Steamed mushrooms for speed. Uh... Hold one of these, hold one of these. One of these. I think I just got a crit with the... with making food, because that's 9 hearts for that. Jeez. There we go. Those are gonna come important. Don't like hitting birds, but they drop drumsticks. They could be important food. Oh, fancy that, we meet again. What are you doing? Thought this tree here might be good for some firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. Trick is to turn your hips so that they face where you want the tree to land. So I see you found my axe. Why not help me out and give it a few swings? We're going to acquire sweat here, but these bones could use a break. Yeah. Like that. Wood for a campfire. Neat. But what we're actually here for is this very cool, neat puzzle that they showed off every chance they got. No, don't push it. There we go. Crouch. So I go slowly across. I don't want to accidentally just run off the side. And there he goes. And I picked up both the stuff for the troubles. Whoops. More fire arrows. Neat. Look how many apples are just sitting in this tree, like, geez. Like it wants to be knocked down or something. Yeah, as you could tell by the mushrooms that are just like littering the side of this. They really want you to go up this way. Ugh. Yeah, how about we don't do that? How about we don't jump? Take this the slow way. Now, I believe movement, yeah, speed while climbing. This will actually like help us get up here faster. Eh. I actually got a message from someone. Should probably check that in a bit. Yeah, it really is like either you boost the speed from the mushrooms, or you use the stamina regen from the other mushrooms. Okay. Up. There we go. So one of the gauges that we have over on the right is a temperature gauge. One of the funniest things is that if you actually set it to it has a little F there for Fahrenheit, but if you were in a region that doesn't do Fahrenheit, which is all but like 3 countries, I believe, it will actually say Celsius, which is really funny because it implies that Hyrule uses both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Oh, a damn shrine. Dime? I think it's oh a dime. See what this message is. Oh, wait, no, not that one. That's my stream. There we go. Actually, I probably shouldn't have that open since it will just make me confused. Stasis trial. Okay, there we go. The stasis rune. So, as you could probably have surmised, you use it to stop time. You could also stop it to gain a little bit of a rebate on the amount that you would get back. It's kind of neat. Huh. Almost got crushed by that. Traveler's Shield. Definitely gonna drop one of the, I should actually just drop the pot lid. But yeah, as you could probably tell, I'm going to always go for the thing that has the lowest score. Iron Sledgehammer. Originally used for mining. Here's the other item that we're going to keep on to us, like this whole time. Like, I'm going to always try to keep an axe on me, an, an iron sledgehammer, and a torch. Until one of those changes. Yeah. So here's the other ability of stopping time. You actually build up momentum every single time you do it. Every single time it hits. So it will just launch things in a direction. Which is pretty great. Okay. They gotta smile upon you. Okay, must be good. Okay. So I like how right outside of each area they give you a little thing so you could demonstrate how well you did. No, 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 not that. I'm actually gonna use this to show it off. Like, It only bumps it a little bit, but the reason why you would use the hammer is it actually smacks away like a lot more. There we go, another Traveler's Bell, 1 second. No, that's still the stream. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, yeah, here we are. So, now the reason why I did it in this order, actually, is for a very particular reason, and that is so I had everything going into right here and not actually need any workarounds. Like, we could have actually made, like, our own things. We had enough to actually make, like, even a heating potion. Because, you could have used these summer wings and then a, monster part for a potion. Or taking the chilies and, making those into to a thing of food. But at the end of the day, I think the more important part is that the game really incentivizes you to go around and explore the game the way that you want. Probably don't want to use the fire arrows every time. I like how this wooden chest is just fine. Okay, cool, you actually gave me regular arrows. Dang it. You'll start to notice that we're starting to get items. Yeah, we're starting to get items that we no longer have any need for. And that's actually pretty great. Because that means that, like, I don't run into to the Bethesda problem where oh gosh. Roasted bass. Dang it. How far back was I? Like, probably the, like, probably coming out of the shrine, actually. It didn't save immediately after that. Dang it. Okay, hopefully that is the last interruption. But how about we take this less subtle approach? There we go. Oh, I thought that was actually a normal item. Okay, what's in here? 5 arrows. Neat. I like how every single time I do something with arrows, it always rewards me with them. It's almost like they know. Okay. I'd rather have the spear. I believe that there are some things that you can do that explicitly say this is better if you use bone items. So stuff like the bokoblin bones, but also like weapons later that explicitly say this was made using bones. So one of the coolest things about this game is that it feels like you need to constantly be on the lookout for hidden items. The only reason why I remember that this is here is literally because I've run this beginning part so many times. Okay. So the way that this quote-unquote puzzle works is you're supposed to actually knock down all these trees. Hey, they give you a free axe as well. Let's actually get rid of this. Equip that. Korok leaf. Another item I'm going to be keeping on. You'll notice a pattern that there is actually several items that have an extra use. Oh hey, here's an extra Korok leaf in case you didn't find it in the stuff. Whoops. There we go. Like, unironically, I think Breath of the Wild might actually be one of the best lounging experience games. Just because you could just do a bunch of stuff and just not worry. Let's see. Actually, you could just throw in 2 apples. Because putting in plants or leafy plants or raw meat, Hyrule herbs, will actually just increase the amount of stuff for it. I think I was supposed to drop the big one first. Oops. I just noticed the chest. Gonna set it on the pier. Or right there, whatever. Nah, saving. This might sound cheap, but it's just how these games roll. And there we go. Amber. So, the reason why we picked up the Korok seed is actually because the leaf generates wind. You do not recognize the item from previous Zelda games. Holding it down longer creates a bigger gust of wind. And all we really need is to get over to the other side, to be honest. There we go. I like how you can't even throw the leaf you have, 'cause it just creates a gust of wind. Honestly, so unlike the blue chews that we were finding earlier at the very beginning, those white ones have a blast of ice that they let out. Very dangerous. A soldier's broadsword. Clearly, what we're gonna need is we are actually gonna drop the Boko item for the steel item. So iron, steel. You know, it's simple Minecraft logic. Fire arrows. Regular arrows. Spiked bow. That's definitely something to drop a regular Boko bow for. Boko bow. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, these ones actually use horns, but they are not explicitly using bone, so I don't think they would count. Literally, our least important items now are the traveler swords I've been holding on to this whole time. It is really interesting how we instantly get to this point where items that are unique and coveted are now the worst outstanding item in our inventory very quickly. Again, we have to keep checking everywhere for hidden metallic chests just sitting everywhere. It's actually funny how this game almost has the same problem that the Arkham games did, where you eventually just start running around with detective mode on so you could find hidden items. Actually, it's cold enough to show this off right now. So I'm going to hold two of these drumsticks, place them down, just on the ice. Should happen any second. Hmm. Oh, wait. I couldn't do it. So when they're deflated like that, there we go. We actually lost the other white chew jellies because of that, but we got some frozen drumsticks out of that, which will reduce our will actually will enhance our heat resistance, which, you know, pretty great. Perfect time for an apple. Exactly 3 points of health taken away. Okay. So our goal right now is actually to get to the top of this, to the top of this mountain. But because I know it's already over here, I'm gonna go get this anyway. So I'm not gonna explicitly go out of my way for Korok seeds. If they're in the area, I'm going to get them, but just not... I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to find these. I will eventually, like, I might come back and 100% this game after, we play through, Tears of the Kingdom, but it's gonna feel weird, playing this game, like 100% this game after, Tears of the Kingdom. You know, it's kind of like, playing Hyrule Warriors after you play, Age of Calamity. Because that game is just a strict upgrade. Like, it doesn't have all the different modes for it, but the way that the characters move feels so much more interesting. So it just feels really awkward. A different example, same series, is playing Pirate Warriors 1 or 2, considering that 1 is not actually really a Muso game, but Pirate Warriors 2 is just not as good as Pirate Warriors 3 or 4. I enjoy gazing out at the world from here. Breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. You just have to look for shrines. You locate one, place a pin. Wait. Amber. It is actually really interesting because, when you actually come back here, after you've completed the tutorial, if you didn't actually grab the double, you could actually find it right here. Actually pretty great. Do I want to show off this mechanic now? Yeah, might as well. Since this is kind of a slope. So what you can do is that you could hold out your shield. Yeah, jump in midair and then hit the button that you would use for a deflect, and you can actually ride down slopes. It takes a lot of durability out, but it's pretty cool. Are actually pretty close to it. I think we are. So I might as well just grab this Korok seed that I know for a fact is over here, which is oddly one of the most involved Korok seeds on this island. Well, on this plateau. You know, besides, it's also because there's a chest over here. Bomb arrows. So right over here is a little thing of permafrost. So what we can do is we can actually start fire. Hold one of these next to it. Fire arrow. That's going to melt it quickly, but we should actually just use a torch to help the process along. Honestly enough, this is one of my favorite Korok seeds, like, on the Great Plateau. It's really cool. Because you would have gotten, like, everything necessary. Either, like, you picked up some flint earlier on, or you, have a lot of fire arrows from collecting chests. There we go. Need to check something really quickly. Okay, there we go. I think I may have already said this, but I hope that was the last interruption for now. We've been streaming for about like 2.5 hours. That's 3 hours is the normal like pace for the beginning part of this game, to be honest. Like, ugh, ow. Wait, that actually had amber in it? 1 second. It's a regular sword. Probably claymore. 1 second. What are you guys full of? No, no. What are you guys full of? Were only one of you? Did only one of you have, like, amber in it? Interesting. Whoops. Forgot I had fire arrows equipped. Probably just unequip that for my own safety. Okay. Finally made it up here. Ken Namash Shrine. Namut. Ken Namut. Okay. Macphrionus trial. Okay, there we go. That's our 4th rune. Technically, it's like 5, but... Okay, so the way that this one works is you point it at something, and you make it go up. And then you can climb it. Very simple. What you could do is you could actually hit the down, and you could actually set it underfoot. So it'll just go up under you. Which honestly is a little bit more useful sometimes. You can set up to 3 at a time. Dang it. I was trying to do a plunging attack on it, but I messed up. I'm underfoot. There we go. And from this point on, I actually realized that we were going to be in for some pretty interesting puzzles. So we freeze it from under us, we create a platform to ride up on. Okay, I got all the chests. Okay.
Ho!
With this, you have now acquired all the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh ho! Extraordinary. Extraordinary. That means it's finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map. The four shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where the lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? If the two lines connect where the shrines would cross there, I'll be waiting. Huh. Once again, we have a demonstration of the ability. I like keep almost accidentally get out of the water. Yeah, the water's freezing cold. That's why I haven't been touching it. Whoops. There we are. Relatively simple, all things considered. I'm so lucky that I didn't take any damage from that. Jeez. Ugh. I almost botched it with a bad foot placement. There we go. Korok Seed. I do like how using one rune does not automatically cancel the other one. There we go. These massive doors as platforms. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, it doesn't take a genius to realize that the place where he's talking about is the Temple of Time, you know? Gonna just put a pin right there so we could find our way back efficiently. I like how they actually put, like, all these spicy peppers down here in case you somehow never actually found the double, you didn't know anything, but you just wanted to experiment with food. So you came over here, you found this sitting here, and you decided to be like, yeah, let's whip up some food. I needed to heal from this fight, so you just grab. I think you just knocked him fully off the ledge. Keep running into Amber. You even put a torch here so you can light your way. Neat. Please do not throw rocks at me. Please do not throw rocks at me. Okay. So I'm gonna start having this habit where any single time I see a shrine just out in the world like that, I'm going to mark it with a treasure chest to say it's there. And I'm also gonna start selecting these spires, changing it to the stars. There we go. Okay, there's relatively everything that we can spot from right here. Oh wait. Almost didn't see you over there. And you right there. Like just from here you can tell that like been able to survey like a large majority of the area. So if you've actually got a flat surface, you can actually just let go and then press yourself against and then direct yourself towards the wall so you can get a tiny little amount of chance to grab onto the ledge again. Oh. At this point, we actually just have a lot of food. So we can afford to just keep doing this. Dang it. We're going to need to start collecting a lot of wood. Like, I think about like 150 or something. Can't believe that missed. Huh. Okay then. This, me actually playing a little bit more of this has been... I don't want to say it's nostalgic, because that's not the word I'm going for. It's been rather calming, you know? Okay. Okay, now we're in the other part of the forest that we were at before. I like the how the box is there for just a little bit extra boost to get up fully. And jump a little bit extra step. Okay, so I needed to double check something because in the back of my head I'm like, what a second? I'm forgetting about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna teleport to the Great Plateau, tower, and travel that way because I think the game actually intended you to do that in the first place. It is technically the closest tower. Actually, no, the closest would actually be the Shrine of Resurrection, so I'm gonna just head there instead. Drink soda away from Mike. Okay. I don't think I mentioned this, but any single time that you cut, like, a large thing of grass like that, you have a chance to just find stuff in it. Like those crickets. There we go. Okay. So there's two things that I wanted to show off and point out while we're here. One of them is actually down here, which, to be honest, if you actually fell down here at the very beginning, you would have actually, like, found some interesting stuff. For instance, some flint that you could use to start a fire right next to a dead fire. So it kind of teaches you just naturally, like, hey, you could use this for this. There's also a bombable rock over here. Yep, there it is. I wanted to be lazy and hit that with a bomb arrow instead. Okay. Now let's head back up. I have the one other thing I wanted to show off. Okay. So, just like we saw with the Ring of Rocks, anytime that there is a fairy circle, like sitting on the ground, a Korok is nearby. Kind of makes sense, considering that Koroks are designed to look like somewhere between like Rusty Broadsword slightly better than the Traveler's Sword, but you know, breaks faster. I like how you get that little bit of like horizontal distance if you use so one of the things that we never really did was we didn't actually explore the castle ruins, and that was actually one of the things that I went to double check. Because I realized, oh wait, we never actually did that. So we got like... Here's the place we investigated before. Because we can't take anything from it. Completely forgot this chest that was just sitting over here. Big misstep on my part. We could have gotten some extra defense because of these pants. There we go. Now we look more like Link. Why was that juicing in there? What was the devious creature up to? Okay. Oh, hey. So if we had actually come here early, like, the game almost anticipates that we would. That statue over there would not be glowing. It's supposed to be your, first clue as to what the actual treasure that we were looking for is. I forget, is there actually something that's up on the rafters? I believe there is. I like how we can climb that pole, but we can't climb the window. Very cool. I believe there is something else here. Oh, because it wasn't up here. It's further over here. Because climbing this whole area is one thing, you know? Actually finding all the secrets is another. It is actually kind of neat that you can actually climb this area. Because if you couldn't tell, this place was modeled after the Temple of Time from Ocarina. Ow. Wait. Eat the acorn for the last bit of health. Okay. So, like I was saying, if you came here before, you would notice that this statue is just not doing anything. But now that we have the 4 of those, it's glowing a little bit. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears that you have claimed 4. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. Tell me what it is you would desire. Stamina. Shall grant you the power you seek. I like how if you would have picked health, it would have had a health container, a heart container, come down. That is what a stamina vessel looks like. Get a little bit of health. Well, a little bit of stamina. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here quickly. Okay, just grabbing all these ancient items. Oh, here's a ladder. I love how, because it's not considered actual climbing, we, huh, that was a close one. Yeah, because it's not considered actual climbing, we actually recover stamina going up the ladder. Uh, Drop, equip. Because I already know what's inside the chest.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as promised. Main quest complete. With that, you should be able to safely fly off cliffs in the surrounding area. And I think that's it. Told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Main quest, destroy Ganon. So we've got 2 independent quest lines that both take us in different directions. So, got 2 quests. We can either seek out Impa in Kakariko Village, Kakariko, past the dueling peaks, or we could head up north to or we could head up north and take out Ganondorf in take out Ganon in the castle. And oddly enough, next time I go live, we're actually going to head to the castle first. Now, you may think that that's kind of a strange kind of a strange move to make as your first quest. But we actually are heading over there for a actually no, we actually probably should head to Kakariko Village first. My idea was that we would actually go over there, get some strong items, and then head out. Because it would help us with getting some stuff done. Can, 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 can you get out of the way, please? Yeah, there isn't really a good way to, Okay, can we actually see... That's this one. Don't think we have a good way to see the one that's over there. No, those are trees. Yeah, the only ones we can't see right now are the ones that are being blocked by the mountains, and the ones that are being blocked by a mountain. Yeah. So now we can jump. As we are falling, we could press jump again to glide. Very cool. I think what I want to do is I actually want to cut it there. And then come back. I might actually grab all of the Korok seeds in this area just to do it really quickly so we have some, like, saved up. I also need to start... I was gonna need to start getting some wood. Again, I need about 150, I believe. And when the, I'm probably not going to use the axe. I'm probably going to just use a bomb to knock them down and then make them explode. But yeah. Yeah, this game is incredibly fun, still to this day. I'm very much... I'm very much looking forward to the sequel, to the Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna grab the Korok seeds. Or at least too many of them. But I do need some, because you use these Korok seeds to get, more, inventory slots. So if I don't go out of my way to to get these, then it's going to become a detriment later. I'll at least grab this last one that's over here. In the swamp. Like, it was paining. It was actually pain. To try and not get it. Yeah, this one over here. As you can see, there is a rock sitting here. Get the rock. Put that in. I honestly think that this would have been the first Koroxide you find, if not for the, What are you doing? Get in there. What are you doing? Yay. But yeah, it's like they're all over the place. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to get them. But if they are there, I will, and I recognize the fact that it is there, gonna probably grab them really quickly. Because it's important for us to have those spots open. But what's more important is that we actually try to get this game done before the game comes out. On the... Let's check our... Breath of the Wild 2, it should appear. But there we go. Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, May 12th. If we actually stream like 3 times a week, we should actually be able to get it done. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, we should actually be able to get it done, but the biggest problem I have is me rushing. Because there's certain pieces of armor that we have to get, and there are certain pieces of armor that I want to get that we probably won't have the time for. And that's going to be a bit sad. So how about we end it off with me climbing up this tower manually. Oops. I like how Link is actually exhausted in the menu as well. It's actually pretty great. Okay, reaching the top because we're hitting these supporting struts. There we go. Okay, so next time... Okay, so next time that we play this... We're actually going to travel to Kakariko Village because one of the things I actually wanted to do, wanted to make sure I did, was I wanted to actually get all the memories as well. So the 3 things I want to do. I want to get all the memories. I want to unlock all parts of the map, so all the towers. Um, I wanted to do all the divine beasts, which would be actually really easy because all we would have to do is it's gonna take us one more stream before we feel confident enough to do one of them. Probably what's gonna happen is our first stream is just gonna be us going here and then up like this. And if you know why we're doing that, you actually like it's like okay, so we're gonna go up here, then we're gonna take on our first divine beast, and then probably go all the way over to our second, and then third, and then fourth, because we're right up here. And we should have enough hearts to be able to get the Master Sword. It's like, am I gonna have enough time to do all the side quests? No, and that's gonna make me sad because there are some side quests that I actually really want to do, but we just won't have enough time. So anyway, I'll see y'all later. This will probably I'm gonna probably start rendering this and send this to upload so it goes live tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to stream this on a few more days before the game comes out. I also have Sonic Frontiers finally, so I might stream that as well after Tears of the Kingdom. But either way, I'll see y'all later.